My name is Clarisha Emilly. This is my oral presentation for organizational psychology. Today, I am discussing issue regarding motivation in the workplace success and what role motivation plays in determining this success. So, what is motivation? According to Ian McRae and Adrian Fernham, motivation is the difference between action and inaction. It is the difference between thinking about doing something and getting it done. It is the difference between average and excellent performance. Without motivation, there is nothing. Moreover, Calliot, Broad, Driscoll, Manimala, Hsu, and Parker define work motivation as a cognitive process that determines the direction, intensity, and persistence of behavior performance in the workplace. In short, it is the things that drives you to do something in particular. What is the issue nowadays then? Why I specifically choose to discuss this topic? As you know, these days, workers are lack of motivation due to the different perception that they have, bad working environment, and also stress at work. However, most of the organizations all across the world surely want their employees to be highly motivated to work effectively. And the only way to get people to work hard is to motivate them. Demotivated employees are also more likely to work insufficiently and are more likely to leave their organizations to find more motivating jobs. Motivation is the key to solve this issue, as it is one of the major driving forces that underlie people's behavior in a variety of situations, including work. Because when we are highly motivated to engage in activity, we are more likely to invest our time and energy to ensure that our performance is optimal. The purpose of this presentation is to show different approach to improve the motivation in the workplace and to show the real-world example of it. This presentation will further explain different approach to motivation, how to improve the motivation in the workplace, and how this can help the organization in the future. It is inevitable that each new generation differs from the previous one. New values, new motivation, and new ideas. Each generation has much more in common with people their own age than with their parents or grandparents, correct? This is why different generations have different perspectives towards the approach to motivation. As I just said, there are a lot of perspectives towards the approach of motivation, but today I will only focus on two of them, which is by using positive reinforcement and Herzberg's two-factor theories. Positive reinforcement is one of the key concepts in the operant conditioning approach. Operant conditioning is actually a practice to modify people's behavior by changing the environmental reinforcement that influence behavior. Positive reinforcement, just like the name, is anything that maintains or increases the behavior, or in this case, to increase the work performance. It can be material or social reinforcer. Material reinforcer can be something like bonus or money incentive. For instance, a manager wants to motivate their employees to work more efficiently. He uses the monetary incentive as the positive reinforcer. He will say if the employee reaches a certain target that he already set, they will be invited to go for a trip to Japan by the company. This can improve the work performance as the employees are motivated to reach the target that will further on lead to go to Japan. But the target is also need to be achievable. So the manager needs to have SMART goals that based on specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based goals. Moreover, one of the real-world examples for the social reinforcer is the praise from supervisor when the employee did a good job. This can boost the employee's self-esteem that later on will improve their working performance even more. The second one, which is two Herzberg theory, has different perspective from the behavioral approach. In Hesberg's research, he wanted to explore the aspects of people's job that make them happy and those which make them unhappy. He conducted his survey on accountants and engineers in the United States. He asked them to describe work-related events which had given them pleasure or which had been displeasing to them. He divided it into two categories, which is hygiene factors and motivator factors. Hygiene factor consists of pay, status, working condition, material benefits, policies and procedures, and interpersonal relation. Motivator factors consist of meaningful work, responsibility, autonomy and control, recognition and achievement, opportunities for growth and development, and feelings of achievement in the job. Herzberg argued that a lack of satisfaction and dissatisfaction are independent dimensions. He argued that a lack of satisfaction is conceptually and practically different from dissatisfaction. According to him, we should assess how this satisfies the person with hygiene factors and assess how satisfy the person with motivator factors. According to Herzberg, intrinsic motivators and extrinsic motivators have an inverse relationship. This is to say that intrinsic motivators tend to inspire motivation when they are present, while extrinsic motivators tend to reduce motivation when they are absent. This is because extrinsic motivators such as salary and benefits are expected and so will not increase motivation when they are in place, but they will cause dissatisfaction when they are missing. Intrinsic motivators such as challenging work, on the other hand, can be source of additional motivation. With this theory in the real-world job environment, if management want to increase employees' job satisfaction, they should be concerned with the nature of the work itself, the opportunities it presents, employees for gaining status, assuming responsibility, and achieving self-realization. If, on the other hand, management wish to reduce dissatisfaction, then it must focus on the job environment, policies, procedures, supervision, and working condition. To ensure a satisfied and a productive workforce, managers must pay attention to both sets of job factors. For health and wellness in the workplace, I think Google are a good example for companies that really put their employees' well-being in the first place. Imagine they have safe workplace, excellent workplace design, open spaces, free food, friendly coworkers, high salary, and good policies. I think Google already solved all of the dissatisfiers in the two Hesberg theory. We already looked at both sides of the approach. In summary, we can improve the motivation in the workplace in many ways. For instance, the company can start to increase the health and wellness in the workplace by adding more health facilities like Google and Microsoft, make good working space, more efficient working hours, better salary, benefits, bonus, good policies, opportunity for the employee to grow and to develop, recognition for the employee achievement, and for more meaningful work. By explaining this, I hope you know better about the theories of motivation and how you can apply it in the real working environment. The suggestion I would make to the company out there is to put what your employees need first and make them feel secure and appreciate. Here are the list of references that I use, and thank you for listening.